Let's get you that big news break as well that we've been discussing. Carlyle picking up stake in Piramal's pharma business strategically and both valuation-wise as well. How this is going to be very important for the company. Pankaj taking us through that.
So it's a 18-hour news break which has got confirmed. Carlyle was among the front runners as far as the deal for their pharma business is concerned, and that's something which has happened over the weekend. On Saturday morning, Piramal Group has announced a deal where Carlyle will be picking up 20% stake in their pharma business. Now remember, Piramal is a company which has an NBFC business and a pharma business. Pharma business itself contributes about 40% to the EBITDA, and the remaining probably comes in from the NBFC business. So that was an important deal that came in. More importantly, it went at an EV of about $2.7 billion. When we spoke to Ajay Piramal in the press conference, he was very categorically saying that one of the best return ratios is what they have seen in this business compared to the businesses that other people operate, and that's the reason why they have got one of the industry-leading valuations. I was looking at the valuations on a last year basis. It's at 16 times EV to EBITDA. That's a pretty solid number. When you just talk about, not that it was not expected. When we reported, we told you that greater than 15 times is what the deal is being talked about. Carlyle has been pretty aggressive in the deal, and that's the reason for valuations being good. What essentially this means is 3,750 crore comes in to Piramal over the next 6 to 8 months as the deal closes down, and they will use this for inorganic opportunity. They will use this as growth capital in the pharma business. Their pharma business EBITDA growth has been about 30% CAGR in the last 9 to 10 years since the time they sold their business to Abbott and restarted this business. So how do they use this capital to maintain that growth rate is something that everybody would watch out once the deal gets completed.
Okay, certainly a big booster for their pharmaceutical business. Thanks very much, Pankaj, for those details. Let's also hear it out then with Nandini Piramal, the Executive Director of Piramal Enterprises, to understand the importance of this deal and how they plan to utilize the funds.
We're very glad to announce that Carlyle's agreed to buy a 20% stake in Piramal Pharma subsidiary. This transaction values the business at $2.775 billion or 21,000 crores. There's an upside component based on FY21 numbers, EBITDA numbers, which is of $360 million or 2,700 crores. So based on March 20 net debt position, Carlyle will give us approximately $490 million, 3,700 crores for a 20% stake. We're very excited to have Carlyle join us because we think this is a growth investment that will be used as growth capital for our pharma business to expand capacity across the world, as well as to get acquisition opportunities within and outside India. For example, we actually announced last week we bought a plant in Pennsylvania in the US that does oral dosage tablets, and then we actually closed that yesterday as well. So we think the capital raise will help us strengthen our balance sheet. We'll deleverage and reduce debt in the near term. But the idea is to use this money as growth capital to expand our business.
Right. So, ma'am, if we look at the company, there is an NBFC business, there is a pharma business. Now, slowly and steadily, fundraising for both the businesses are complete. Basically, value unlocking across both the businesses will be complete by this deal?
We will actually subsidize the pharma business, and our intention is to list it in the near to medium term. So our intention is we will close the deal, and then we will work with our partner Carlyle to actually decide what is the best time to demerge and list the company.